Come here, big boy. Come here. Come here, pussy.
Oh! Oh! Guys! Guys! What's going on, guys? It's your boy Panda here, and welcome back to the channel. And today's video, as you can tell from the title, a little bit different because we finally got to dive deep into Modern Warfare 3 Zombies. And at the time of recording this, we have just now completed Act 2, so we have kind of really dove into the story now, and really have gotten a lot of stuff done. And I have to admit, just starting out overall in the video, before we get into like my thoughts and opinions completely, this mode is exactly what I had hoped it would be. Before we go any further, smash that like button and subscribe. It means the world to me. We upload almost every single day here on the channel, and we'll be pumping out a ton of content with the launch of Warzone Season 1 and so much more coming for Modern Warfare 3. When Modern Warfare 3 first launched, my main prerogative throughout the whole entire thing was, hey, let's grind out Interstellar for multiplayer and get that before Warzone's integration later in December. Now, we officially know that the integration between Warzone and Modern Warfare 3 will happen on December 6th. We've talked about that many times before. So, we're ahead of the game because we unlocked Interstellar about 2 weeks into the launch. I got to spend more time than I expected on it, and I have to admit, grind overall was totally fun. I made a whole video on it. You guys can check that one out if you'd like. But when it came to the third mode, the mode that I had not touched yet was Zombies. And the times I did play it when I was grinding Interstellar, I found myself not able to focus because I was just so determined to get that Mastery Camo grind done. So I said, hey, when I'm done with this, we're going to hop in, we're going to play a bunch of Zombies. So me and two of my friends decided, hey, we're really going to focus on it a little bit and try it out. And over the last couple days, we've really been grinding into it. I mean, sinking my teeth into it, because usually when it comes to games, I'll play in a session of maybe 2, at most 3 hours. I find myself sitting down and trying out some stuff, playing it, then getting bored, getting off, and not wanting to continue any longer. But when it comes to Modern Warfare 3 Zombies, I've been sinking in 5, 6, sometimes 7-hour sessions of just sitting there playing games after the gym and loving it. I mean, absolutely loving Zombies. Now, I will say, we'll get into the acts in a little bit, but the beginning acts are redundant. And once you get past that, you're able to really focus on the game, and you get into more intense and chaotic situations. So let's break down what Modern Warfare 3 Zombies really is. At heart, it's if you took the original Outbreak mode from Cold War and the newest iteration of DMZ and mashed them into one. And I have to admit, DMZ was something that was a casual, fun experience back on Modern Warfare 2 that was kind of an escape from reality when it came to all the crappy stuff that was going on inside of that horrible, horrible title. But I was a little hesitant at first, knowing that this is going to be a PvP only. I was like, hey, my biggest concern is the Outbreak mode we had in Cold War back in the day was definitely lackluster. There was not much replayability, the zombies didn't spawn very often, abominations were really not around the map, and overall it was kind of like a boring experience. There was nothing chaotic or insane. Well, we found out that this newest mode inside of Modern Warfare 3, what they had decided was we're going to create this map with 24 total players on it in squads of 3, and there's going to be different tier levels that work your way in, and there'll be tier 1, tier 2, and tier 3 zones, each zone getting progressively more hard. So, of course, at first I was like, well, we're used to round-based zombies, so how difficult can this be? If it's kind of boring and stale, it won't be fun. Now, this is another thing I can't really touch on a solo experience, but it's something I can touch on from a group perspective, at least, 2 others, because it's a 3-man squad. But playing this with 2 of my friends overall has been amazing. It's been a ton of fun, and after grinding out camos and having sweaty lobbies and going mind-numbing in Terminal and Rust, this is something that you can hop on and casually play and still grind and do stuff. And I think the mastery person inside of me finding out that there's an operator skin for completing all 3 acts, and now part of me looking at the mastery camos and the zombie mastery camos for the Modern Warfare 3 weapons is like itching to kind of do them, but don't want to sink no life into that as well, unless you guys want to see that. Obviously, things are revolving around the content world, so if you guys want to see videos on that, let me know. But when it comes to just the mode overall, it's so much fun. With the mode, there comes these acts, which are what make up the main stories and missions you must complete across the board, kind of like DMZ. This is where all the essence of DMZ is coming, and honestly, there's a bunch of rumored leaks and stuff that are coming in Season 1 that are going to be returning features from DMZ to zombies, like the wallet. Now you can keep your essence in there, the exfil streaks, and so much more. So seeing how they took that mode that was slightly PvP based, but majority PvE, and really turned it into a zombies experience is pretty cool. But when it comes to these exact missions and everything you're doing 3 different acts that have a set number of missions that lead you up to a story mission. Now, I believe there's 16 or maybe 20 in Act 1 with a story mission at the end. There's 15 in Act 2, and I think 12 in Act 3. But they get progressively more and more difficult as you go down the acts. But I will say, Act 1, the beginning missions are more of like an intro tutorial style missions. They're a little redundant, a little boring, but you kind of can get through those and breathe through those pretty fast. And if you're doing it with a squad, it's a lot easier than it should be. I mean, it's quick. But once you start getting into the story mission at the end of Act 1 into Act 2, things start getting really fun because you're more pressured to go to those Tier 2 zones, you're more pressured to start moving your way throughout the map, and things get progressively harder. We talked about the zones before, but we never really broke them down. Tier 1, you can pretty much melt through anything with a green weapon and above and PAP 1. Tier 2, anything blue, purple, or above, and then PAP 2 will melt through most of anything in Tier 2. And then Tier 3, welcome to hell, because Tier 3 literally is hard as fuck if you're using non-meta weapons. So if you're using, obviously, the ray gun, the crossbow, the Wonderwaffe, any kind of stuff like that, you're definitely going to survive a lot easier. Now, you can make zombies easy, just like you could in round-based, but if you're leveling weapons and you're doing things strategically and you're just trying to mastery out things and just have fun, it can get difficult. Now, they took elements of round-based, pack-a-punch, perks, all that kind of stuff, wall buys. I haven't found myself doing many wall buys other than the challenges that have asked me to do them, but when it comes to like the weapons and everything there is on the map, they made it flow perfectly. The perk system is fantastic. They're spread out around the map. You can find them randomly if you get lucky, or you can also get them through these rewards for completing contracts. The contract I seem to find us doing the most of is either the bounty or the safe crackers because, well, one, the bounties you get a large spawn zombie, which is more fun to attack, whether it's a mimic, a mangler, or a disciple. But if you end up doing the safe crackers one, there's unlimited spawns of zombies realistically up until probably like 10 minutes, then you don't get any more zombies after that. So if you're trying to complete like brain rot or the cryo freezer, any kind of mods like that on your gun, that's the best way to do it. But we find ourselves doing those, earning money quickly, and then you go through your zones and pack-a-punch. You can pack-a-punch Tier 1 in Tier 1, pack-a-punch Tier 2 in Tier 2, or if you haven't pack-a-punched yet, you can still do Tier 1 and Tier 2 in the Tier 2 zone. You just can't PAP 3 in Tier 2 if that makes any sense. And to be completely honest, when it comes to the map, I'm assuming what we're seeing for the zombies thing is a little more grungy, run down, and destroyed and decayed than the map we're getting inside of Warzone on December 6th in Urzikstan. But even just the layout overall of the populated locations and all that kind of stuff, the map itself is amazing. And the atmosphere obviously has changed, like I said, for zombies. But knowing that this is going to be the Warzone map for the next year plus is awesome. I mean, it feels like Verdansk. It has that modern city vibe. There isn't a ton of sand and desert and just this. It doesn't remind me of anything we've had other than Verdansk, which if you're like me and you're a Warzone whore, I mean, I'm so excited to play it. I haven't even got to the point where we've gotten the ray gun schematic or we've done any of the wonder weapon schematic stuff, but just earning stuff, going through the story missions, the act missions are awesome. Knowing that new missions are going to be coming throughout the year is great. So I just wanted to give my initial thoughts after finally getting my hands on it and maybe give you guys a perspective that other creators don't give you, because you guys know here on the channel, I kind of just tell my opinion as I play. I explain what I enjoy. I just kind of give my personality into the game rather than giving you like that weird content creator thing where people just sit there and talk and make it sound better than it actually is. For me, it's fun as hell. If you have friends to play it with, it's a great experience. That's kind of all we have for this video when it comes to zombies. Just a little bit of a commentary for you guys. We're going to be doing a live comm on it soon, though, if we start doing the weapon challenges, where I'll just hop in and talk and play at the same time. But you guys know the jingle. Make sure to drop a like, subscribe, turn on post notifications, tells you when it's upload. I will see you guys in the next one. Hope you guys enjoyed it. Stay beautiful, stay one of a kind. You guys are amazing. I love you guys to death. Deuces, boys.